come to the garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses.
I said I would get to this earlier. The human body, mind, and spirit need rest. Let's make the conversation scientific for a moment. Your physical body needs rest to be healthy. Your conscious and subconscious minds need rest. When any of those go lacking, people get sick and sometimes die. Panic attacks, anxiety, stress, diabetes, etc. stem a lot of times from poor health, diet, lack of rest, etc. Rest, prayer, and spiritual meditation all revitalize the human soul. It is natural for us to rest. God instituted the Sabbath day for the same reason He said, "Thou shalt not kill." He knew killing someone would bring on unwanted consequences. He gave the Sabbath for the same reason He said, "Thou shalt not steal." He did that to prevent negative consequences. It's this simple. Not keeping the Sabbath leads to poor spirit, which leads to the other ailments I mentioned before. Take an honest look at the world, and tell me what's wrong. Don't blame it on God, these are our choices. When we don't adhere to the 10 Commandments, there are negative consequences for each one we break. Some of the consequences could even lead to death. The Sabbath is about making a conscious and deliberate effort to recognize and honor God, who made us, along with revitalizing our spirit against the world. This is how and where we get our strength to carry on from. When people start experiencing anxiety and depression and bipolarism, or any of that stuff, the root is because they are not taking the time to take care of their physical and mental health. Of course there are always exceptions, or at least you can read about it on paper. A Sabbath routine aids in having good habits and health, but you have to really believe in what you are doing. The Sabbath day is not a game. You can go to church all you want, and that's within a church, but if you are not replenishing your spirit, it's useless. If you are a Seventh-day Adventist, please do not take harm from anything I have been saying. Maybe I am an Adventist too, or maybe I am not, it doesn't matter. My point is to stop the arguments about going to church on the Sabbath day, and make it more about honoring the Sabbath day, and keeping it holy. Sabbath keepers, please keep on believing the truth, and doing God's will. And know that if it is God's will, the non-believers will find their way to the right church, after they learn about feeding their soul from the Sabbath day first. That's when you should be ready to step in with that Bible tract. Now, the evil people that only want to see the Sabbath as something the Adventists do, there's a loss that you could argue for 100 Sabbath days, and they would still rather deny the truth than admit that their friends, family, or old pastor has lied, or misled them into going to church on Sunday. People like T.D. Jakes will excuse away the Sabbath in a heartbeat. I wonder where those people will be on Judgment Day, when you need them. It's sad that so many will lose their souls, because of what has been preached to them by no more than the average former alcoholic/drug addict/ex-convict/homosexual in some cases. You better really think that one over. If you have gotten anything out of this, please don't let it make you afraid that you might have to run and join a Sabbath-keeping church. Take your time with this Sabbath day news, and let the Lord lead you. If you have been compelled to join a Sabbath church, look up your local Sabbath church, or look up local Adventists. I want you to know that there are Seventh-day Baptists, Seventh-day Pentecostals, and all kinds of Sabbath-keeping churches. but know that the Sabbath is for your spirit first, and that churches are secondary. Yet don't sit back and deny yourself fellowship with like thinkers. Thank you for now. My words are my words, and I hold the rights to my words. Don't worry about searching my profile for insight. Just hear what I got to say and govern yourself accordingly, okay? Hopefully you will do it with the help of the Lord. And of course I am not the person you hear. Who knows who I am at this point? Until next time, Mr. Exposer of your lies.